After 129 days of baptism of war, Ukraine seems to be about to usher in the decisive moment of the war. The main forces of Russia and Ukraine have formed a stalemate in the Donbas region, but the strategy and strength of the Russian army are gradually changing the situation. Since entering the second stage of the war, the strength of the Russian army has gradually emerged, and the Ukrainian army is clearly at a disadvantage, and even the strategically important site of Severodonetsk has been lost. At present, this place has completely fallen into the control of the Russian army. The Ukrainian army was quite embarrassed in this battle, especially when it was withdrawing from Severodonetsk. It seemed to be in a hurry. In order to completely control Lugansk, the Russian army took advantage of the victory and pursued the Ukrainian army with artillery fire coverage, resulting in large-scale casualties and loss of weapons and equipment for the Ukrainian army. The power of the Russian army made the Ukrainian army dumbfounded, and they were defeated across the board. They could only retreat to Lysychansk, the last barrier. Now, the combat power of the Ukrainian army has dropped to an extremely low level. The remaining troops are mainly composed of recruits and militiamen. Most of them have not received long-term military training, and they are not even proficient in the operation of advanced weapons. In addition, due to the fierce attack of the Russian army, their morale was low, their discipline was loose, and some even fled. In terms of strength and equipment, it is only a matter of time before the Russian army takes Lysychansk. At this moment, another unfortunate news came from Ukraine. According to the report of the Ukrainian army, about 20 missiles were launched from the territory of Belarus and attacked the outskirts of the city of Tomir, which is only 70 kilometers away from Kiev. This is a military facility of the Ukrainian army. The Ukrainian army also pointed out that Russian bombers took off from the territory of Belarus and carried out large-scale bombing of most parts of Ukraine. This seems to indicate that Belarus has joined the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Although neither Russia nor Belarus responded to the Ukrainian army's allegations, it is worth noting that when the missile attack occurred that day, Lukashenko and Putin were in talks. After the meeting, Putin announced to provide Belarus with Iskander-M missiles and deploy them on the border, which seemed to provide evidence for Belarus' participation in the war. Since the outbreak of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, Belarus has always stood firmly on Russia's side, providing logistical assistance, and even opening up its territory for Russian troops to attack Ukraine. Now, the Ukrainian army is facing not only the powerful Russia, but also Belarus. Although Belarus has always denied war against Ukraine, the missile attack has undoubtedly exacerbated Ukraine's plight. Ukraine's Zelensky was very angry at the behavior of Belarusian President Lukashenko and publicly accused him many times. However, for Russian President Vladimir Putin's tactics, he has to admit that they are efficient and deadly. Still, the outcome of Ukraine's role in the conflict remains unclear. China expects that the conflict between Russia and Ukraine can be resolved peacefully so as not to have a negative impact on regional stability and world peace. At the same time, China also expects Ukraine to restore stability. Both Russia and Ukraine are important partners of China. China will continue to follow the development of this incident and actively participate in the peaceful mediation efforts of the international community. If you think the views of this video are valuable, please like and follow my account. We will continue to bring you more exciting content.